Hello, my name is Addison Harkness, and this is my Des-4 final submission for my uh, code aspect for my gameplay. Um, Today I'll be giving you a little bit of a peek into how my code works, and without further ado, we can start. So these two objects in front of me are boat pieces. They're all scattered across the beach. These boat pieces are pretty simple. We just have a collect custom event that destroys itself and then casts to the player character to increment. These are just two UI elements for the widgets for the interaction. Um, we can start off with the elevator. It's pretty simple. I just have an on component begin overlap and end overlap for the elevator platform and a short delay with a timeline. The timeline moves it a specific distance up and back down. My explosive barrel. Um, how it works is I have another custom event called explode. So I'm going to, get the world location and then spawn the emitter. This is a fire that will last for 2 seconds before the explosion happens. And then this is the actual explosion emitter. And then after that, we check all actors in a sphere around us. So sphere overlap actors, and then we check all world dynamic. And anything that is world dynamic in there, it'll read to us. And then anything in there, we're going to blow up. So we cast the character, and then we can increment based on our amount of barrels we exploded. This is my ignite campfire. Pretty simple. We just have a custom event called ignite, and we spawn an emitter, and then we increment the amount of campfires we have lit. After that, we destroy the component, and then this is just more UI stuff for the interaction system. This is my ledge climbing. Basically, on begin overlap, this is some more UI stuff, and then we have a custom event called climb where we get the transform. We set the world transform, and then we basically just teleport the player to the top where the arrow is based on the arrow component, which is right here. Then we can go on to my zip line. Or first, I'll show you the first person character. E is the main button to interact throughout my level. So we have the E for the explosive barrels, E to climb the ledges, E to collect items, and then E to ignite the campfires. I can show you my zip line now. So this is my zip line in the viewport. This is my zipline setup. So we're just setting the rolled location, or we're setting the start point and end points for the zipline. We can go to the event graph for the zipline, and we can see that we're just calling set zipline, and we're setting the endpoints and starting points for each of the start collider and the end collider. This is my interface for it. Most of the code for it is actually in my first person character. If we come up here, I edited the jump to make it jump and zip because I wanted you to be able to jump onto the zip line. So we have to check to see if what we jumped on can zip, and if it can, we set the character movement to flying so that the gravity doesn't affect anything. And then we set our start positions or we get our start positions and end positions, and we can move the player component to it. And if it's already done, we reset it. I can show you a little bit of what these look like in game. So to start off, this is my interaction system. I can press E to interact to collect these boat pieces. I can come up to a ledge that I cannot normally get up like this, and a climb prompt will appear, and it will put me on top of it. Same goes for this ladder. I get a little climb prompt, and I can come up. This zip line works by literally just me jumping onto it, and it will take me across through this gorge, which I think is pretty cool. Same thing with my explosive barrels, which are the red ones. I can interact, and then you'll see a fire start to happen, and then after 2 seconds, it'll explode. So I can light all these on fire. They all explode, and when they explode, they blow open this gate that was here. There was a gate here, and that gets to the end game screen. Show you how the elevator works. So the elevator works by me just stepping onto it, and then brings me up to the level I need to be at. My climbable ledges, as you probably saw earlier, this is a whole climbable ledge portion. You walk up to a ledge that you think you can climb, and you can climb it by just hitting E. And yeah, I believe I've showcased all of my mechanics. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed.